Good morning, everyone. This is Sri Kumar from EDS Technologies. I take care of technical support for Karnataka and Kerala regions. So today I'm going to present on design collaboration with digital continuity. So this is the topic on which I'll be highlighting on four important words. That is, one is design, another is collaboration, then digital and continuity. So these are the four keywords. How we are going to uh, do this design collaboration digitally and validate our designs online and continue the business. So I'll be focusing on the today's agenda, that is starting with the introduction to digital continuity. So what exactly digital continuity would mean, and followed by key elements of digital continuity for design collaboration. So what are the important elements that will come in, what we consider, especially for engineering and manufacturing. Then introduction to 3D experience platform from Dassault Systems. And then I will showcase an examples or case study on digital design collaboration. So how we are going to validate our designs digitally through a web interface. I'm going to highlight that. And then what are the current value offerings from our end? I'll be highlighting during these unprecedented times, and then the summary. So this is the agenda for the day. I'll start with those who have questions. Definitely they can make use of the chat window to pose their questions. I'll be very much glad to answer them. So digital continuity is the most important keyword today. If you see any business for that sake, we are talking about digital consumer, digital transaction, or digital business, and digital connectivity. So for instance, I will always start with a simple example of a banking transaction. So a banking transaction always happens digitally on your mobile app, and it takes hardly a few seconds to complete your transaction. And by the time you finish your transaction, you get a message talking about the update of your account. That means that first and foremost thing is it is online, and whatever the transaction as a consumer you are doing is a digital transaction, and an update is happening in seconds. You get instant message of your passbook status. So that's what we are talking about, the digital connectivity. I'll give another example of digital continuity. So you want to go for booking online ticket, bus ticket. So what you do, you get into portals like Redbus, and then you check for multi-axle, say semi sleeper, and then you look at the options, which are the most favored seats in terms of noise and vibration, and then you look at the most favorable seat. You look for all the amenities like say water bottle, charging point, and the best of blankets, all those things, right? So you will also go through a video of the bus which shows how exactly the bus looks like. So when you take all these inputs, what you are doing is you are trying to live a lifelike experience of the product even before you purchase. So this is what is happening on the digital world. So we are trying to do the digital transaction. So you book the ticket and then you get immediate instant message that your ticket has been confirmed. So these are the two simple examples I can talk about being a digital consumer. So we need to apply the digital business experience even to our engineering applications. Today, we have lots of softwares, which are most of them are electronic in nature, be it NX or Creo, CATIA, SolidWorks. Then we have seen AutoCAD, Autodesk products. So we have a lot of CAD applications which are by large, they are all electronic in nature. So can I make use of these CAD applications to collaborate effectively in a digital manner. That is what we are going to look at. So can we apply this digital continuity uh, to the engineering applications, especially for our businesses? So in this case, as you see on the slide, digital continuity is a growing priority for engineering because everything is well executed and controlled digitally on the digital platforms. For instance, as you see, Airbus has started DDMS, that is a digital design and manufacturing services. They would like to incorporate digital connectivity throughout their engineering and manufacturing processes. Similarly, GE Aviation has adopted Dassault Systems digital experience platform. And then all the manufacturers, like today people are looking for real-time production planning and then scheduling, and they are looking at gadgets, they are looking at multiple devices to connect and control the manufacturing execution. So manufacturing plants today are digitally enabled. They are basically Wi-Fi enabled, and all the data is collected from a fleet of machines belonging to, again, different generations. So this is how the machines are producing, are well connected, and are giving on real-time data, and they're feeding back to software applications. And this is how today digital manufacturing is happening. And secondly, like if you see India as a center, yes, government is looking at $1 trillion digital opportunity today, and there are technology enabled healthcare, flow based lending, then digital supply chain, digitally enabled power distribution, and government is also coming up with the e-marketplace, online transactions, and also in the last 2-3 years, if you see really, a central government has come up with a lot of mobile applications. We are going through COVID times. Most of you are aware of Arogya Setu app, which is a digital application. And similarly, we have Umang as an app which is meant for all kinds of government transactions. So governments are adopting digital transactions and digital transformation, and same thing is also parallelly happening in the engineering and manufacturing industries. So this is the growing priority because everything has to happen digitally. So if you are already working on CAD applications or CAM applications, PLM applications, which are typically electronic in nature, it is very high time to get yourself digitalized into a platform which will support all the digital needs of your customers. So that's where we are going to focus on. So what are the typical challenges for the industry? If you see in terms of engineering and manufacturing, so the processes are getting complex and varied, and a lot of new ways of manufacturing is happening, like additive manufacturing, 3D printing is already the norm. And then it's a new normal, I would say. Increased need for collaboration based on the right data. So everybody is seeking right information at the right time, and trying to gather the best of data analytics and intelligence. And then we are also looking at the mobility and instant communication. So this is one most important part of digital communication, that is instant communication through mobility. Today we are all using smartphones, so each one of us might have easily installed at least 20 applications, 20 apps, right? So this is the level of digital transaction that we are already doing. And why not engineering? Why can't we bring in all our applications on the smartphone? And is it possible to access all the applications through tablets or iPad, or for that sake laptops, workstations, or smartphones? So that is the level of communication we are looking at. And literally during these COVID times, most of us have either voluntarily or by force have adopted a digital way of looking at the business. And transformation is already happening, and we are able to connect all our team members we are able to connect our entire organization through applications like Skype, MS Teams, or Zoom sessions. So we have been very much part of these things, right? So instant communication is must, and we must be able to access all our uh, team members, all our organization at a click of a button. So that's the level of approach we are looking at today. And then extend the usage of 3D as a reference. So today, as I said, 2D is no more a norm. Everybody is looking at 3D. How best I can visualize in 3D. So if you post a video on Facebook, it is a 3D in nature. You want to see the picture, a 3D picture in place, in motion. So we are also looking at our traditional businesses, everything in 3D. We want to visualize everything in 3D, whether it is an automotive assembly, or it could be aerospace components or whatever. So we want to see that and visualize everything in 3D. Then mobile-based model definition is very much must to reduce the cost and achieve paperless processes. Today, in recent times, this has been the norm. If you go to traditional manufacturing units across Bangalore, or in for that sake Delhi and Pune, even today many of the shop floor people, they do take printouts of work instructions. So I have inquired recently with one of our customers and asked him how much time does it take to take the work instructions on the paper and give it to the operator. So it was an amazing answer given by the customer. They print almost 4 hours every day. They print 4 hours every day to provide these work instructions to the shop floor operators. So one thing is we are wasting paper, and we are taking a lot of time to print the instructions. So why not adopt the digital means? We can have digital 3D work instructions to the operator, provide a tab or provide a screen wherein a shop floor operator can just simply visualize what he intends to do in steps of procedure. So that is very much a possibility today. So when we gave this solution, customer was very much happy to find out how digital means will work. A paperless world is a reality today, and we are looking for instant communication through 3D. The 3D model itself should be able to highlight all the specifications, GD&T, I would say, geometrical dimensions and tolerancing, and all the intricate definitions of manufacturing should be reflected on the 3D model itself. So this is where we are looking at the digital continuity through 3D by using these applications. So these are some of the challenges in terms of digital continuity and how we are going to access them and move forward. So everybody in one way or the other is looking at digital continuity. So there is a reusage of the existing work, that is one important aspect, and then how to make use of the same work for future needs also, for even for business decisions or any analysis that you would like to carry out, or for the downstream applications. Digital continuity is must. Now let us look at the key elements of digital continuity for design collaboration especially. So there are fundamental questions that come in place. Do you need to access and share your 3D with other people without copying or translating? So we are very much used, if you see in 1990s or 2000, like we are very much used to do copy paste of all these things, do data exchange, file exchanges from here to there, FTP links. So is it really needed to have multiple copies of the same files? That's a fundamental question. Then comes, do you have issues managing data maturity and versioning of modifications? So if you take example of automotive industry, a new variant will come in within 3 months of time. Each company like Hyundai or Maruti or for that sake Volkswagen. So these kind of companies, they come up with a new product variant within a span of 3 months. How is it possible? Because more than, I would say, 85% of the old variant will remain same. there are only 10 to 15% changes that will be coming as a part of new variant. So how to do this versioning of the old 85% components and assemblies, and then move forward with a new variant with new innovations in place. That's where we are, the time matters a lot here in this life cycle management. So again, do you have problems with the task management collaboration? So typically, each company runs multiple projects. So how do you manage each and every project, and looking at the work breakdown structure, uh, how each and every task is performed, how they are correlated and linked with other tasks. So these things we need to look at, each and every task, and how the collaboration is happening within the organization. We need to look at that as a important issue. Then we need to access data from other formats. So it is not just CATIA alone. There are today we see multi-CAD world everywhere, multi-CAD world, multi-CAM world, I would say. So there are more than 35 manufacturing softwares, and there are, even if you take popular CAD software, there are more than 7 to 8 popular CAD softwares, and everybody is using multi-CAD formats. So how do we access the data irrespective of what application it is? Can we really make use of the same data online, irrespective of which format it is? So that is another question that comes in. Then do we need to improve the efficiency of specialized processes? So we have been doing traditionally multiple manufacturing processes, but how to improve upon the cost effectiveness, at the same time the quality, and how to reduce the drawing time. So because even though we talk about model based definition and 3D model representing each and every aspect of GD and T on top of that, still people take drawings, people generate drawings to study the details. So what is the reduced drawing time? So these are some of the key elements or key questions, I would say, for the digital continuity. So looking back at the key elements, so I would say when you say digital continuity, access is the first and foremost thing. So can I access data, 3D data online from anywhere, anytime? Is it possible? So that's the first and foremost question of digital continuity. Access is the first point of question. Then comes the security. Security is like my data is having controlled access or not, in the sense whether anybody can access, or is it very much controlled. It is available only for the project users or project team members or the decision makers. So how I'm going to control this access? That is the second point, is security of the data for digital continuity. Then comes user productivity. So can I make use of the same data elsewhere to take business decisions? Can I make use of the same data for the new projects? So reusing of the existing data is the most important thing to ensure productivity. Then comes reduced drawing times, because we are not no more dependent like in the past, but still we need to make drawings. We need to reduce the dependency of the drawing time. So how quickly I can generate drawings from the 3D data which is already available. Then the last point is openness, in the sense it's a transparent system. Anybody can access based on the role across the locations at any, using any device. It could be laptop or workstation or tablet, or it could be iPad, or for that sake smartphone. So they should be able to access this 3D data, visualize that, and they should be able to make use of this data for design reviews and validations, and also provide important insights into these activities and comment on that. So that's where we are looking at the continuity, digital continuity. So how to digitalize the data which is already there in the CAD formats, whichever the application could be, CATIA or NX or Creo or AutoCAD or whatever, Inventor or so. So how to digitalize the data, bring that data onto web interface. Web user interface is the most critical thing here. The moment it comes onto web user interface, I can access this data, the digitalized data, on the platform from any location. So it could be even on the smartphone as well, using any device. So that's the key point of the digital continuity. access, security, reduced drawing time, user productivity, and the openness. So these are the key elements of the digital continuity for design collaboration. So it's not just about creating the data, but how to make use of this data again and again for future needs. So I'll take an example of the typical traditional business process, wherein a designer who is using a CATIA V5, and there is also a pre-processing engineer who makes use of hypermesh, a simulation analyst, and then there is a person who is using Abacus as well. And now if you have to continue these iterations between the designer and simulation, if you go by traditional means, there could be easily 200 to 250 times cycles of repetition. So how much time does it take to complete uh, design, analysis, iterations, and then the final and check the accuracy and go for the final result? The final result based on the reports. So this might keep on going between the design department and analysis department continuously. So easily there will be, I can say 200 to 250 cycles, which will happen between the designer, analyst, and pre-processing engineer. Finally, they come up with an accurate analysis and then the final design aspect. If this has to be done, it might take easily 16 hours to complete if your applications are electronic in nature. So CATIA V5 or Abacus or Hypermesh or for that sake ANSYS if you are using. So it might take 15 to 16 hours to complete this entire process to arrive at the final design based on the simulation inputs. Suppose if you are adopting 3D experience platform, the entire activity can be done in 1 hour. So there is a drastic reduction of coming from 16 hours to 1 hour because of the digital acceleration. Because today, as a part of platform, designer role or simulation role or pre-processing role, I can combine them under one single screen, and I can do this design, analysis, and iterations, everything in one place, along with the results stored within 1 hour time, because I'm digitally connected from wherever you are. Even the three people working from three different locations, still they can collaborate each other on the digital experience platform and complete this entire task within 1 hour, because they are able to collaborate effectively in no time. So whatever that is, the inputs, they can instantly change, modify, and then go for the further iterations in no time and arrive at the best result. So this is what we are talking about in terms of transformation, a digital transformation, moving from traditional CAD, electronic CAD applications to the digital applications. So Dassault Systems has come up with a 3D experience business platform, wherein you are able to connect with most of the popular CAD applications, CAM applications, electrical ECAD applications, and then continue to work in an integrated fashion. So here we have data-driven applications and model-based applications, and also we have connectors for the industry who are already using multi-CAD and multi-analysis applications. So be it NX or Solid Edge or Creo, Autodesk or Bentley. So we have MCAD connectors available as a part of platform. Here we are trying to eliminate the data exchange. We are trying to connect with the legacy users and their data effectively here. And in the sense, you don't have to forego your investment which has already been made on the application that you have already bought. What we are saying is that you just need to connect with the platform, make use of the platform for a digital experience, and then you can continue to work in the same applications. Only thing is you will be pushing all your data into the 3D experience database, and the same data can be utilized in a lightweight format, or it can be utilized effectively on the web interface after digitalizing. So I can digitalize all your data using this platform and then make use of the same data on the web user interface. That's the intention of this platform. Here we have connectors for ERP systems like SAP or Oracle Financials. We also have connectors for Siemens and Windchill applications, that is PLM applications. And we are already connected with MS Office applications and even CAE applications like MSc Nastran, MATLAB, Modelica. We have connectors for each and every application. So the main purpose is that whichever the software that you utilize, any popular software, CAD or CAM, CAE or PLM, for that sake, the digital transformation, whatever is happening. So you can be part of that. You can synchronize all the softwares under one single umbrella and then digitalize your data, which can be further utilized for business decisions or validations or even further for any changes as well. So this is the intention with which this platform has come up. So here we are also connecting legacy applications, SharePoint, Lotus Notes, Documentum, and so most of the applications are well connected here. So we are not saying that you should come out of the investment what you have made, but only thing is you need to know how to connect all the applications under one single roof and then make use of a single source of truth, I would say. So I will highlight on digital design collaboration, how effectively it is done on a 3D experience platform. Starting with a digital design review process, because today we are all, some of us are still working from home. And if you see for the last 2 months, there was a kind of disconnectivity or isolation which has happened due to certain COVID-19 situations, and how our customers have been able to adapt and move forward, how to continue, how to ensure the project continuity, how to ensure the business continuity by making use of this kind of digital platform. So I'll start with digital design review process. Manage the maturity levels with existing XCAD data. When I say XCAD, it can be any data coming from CATIA or NX or Creo or Autodesk. How do you manage the maturity levels XCAD data on digital platform? And then how do you ensure large data management on this platform? So these are some of the things which I want to highlight in terms of a small case study. So we do have an application role called 3D Compose, using which we are able to navigate through the complete data on the web user interface. So this particular bike, which is highlighted on the screen, this could have been done with NX or Creo or CATIA, no matter whichever the CAD application it is. But we are able to digitalize this data, bring it in terms of in the format of 3D XML, a lightweight format, and then we can make use of this 3D XML format to highlight on a web user interface. It can be on Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or Internet Explorer. Making use of Internet Explorer, we can go through this entire data and we can make use of this data for design validations. So I'll be highlighting how we can make use of this 3D Compose role on 3D Experience platform to validate, to collaborate on the design front. So this is one simple application which highlights about how to go for searching on the assemblies at different levels. We have, in this case, if you see here, we have close to 6 levels of assembly, assembly, sub-assembly, and sub-assembly. How do we select multi-level assembly levels using this option? So in this case, the user is trying to select the third level assembly and find out that. So right now, this is all happening on the web interface, web user interface on a simple Internet Explorer, and user can see the complete bike in a lightweight format like this. So I will move into volume. What are the things that we can do on the web user interface? We can make use of volume queries. Earlier, some of you are very much aware of how to use bounding box or box queries or spherical queries, so on. So we can do that volume queries on this particular data, and we can do the selections very easily. So as you see here on the screen, most of these action items are on the bottom toolbar, and then we also have the contextual menu on the right click, wherein you will get instant options to go and do the selection. So volume queries for specific assemblies can be done, and we can make use of contextual menu options and exactly set the measurements to find out the box query. So this is something which we can do it online as well, on a smartphone as well. And I will also highlight on some of these sub-assemblies wherein you can find out, you can go and create the drawing as well. So this drawing is also happening on the web user interface on the Internet Explorer itself. You can create plain assembly drawings only with respect to the sub-assembly that you have chosen. So you don't require a CAD application to do all this. We just need to have this application or simple role which is available on the web interface. So likewise, we can also go for 3D review. That is, we can do design review and validations. We can create multiple slides of 3D review. We can go for sectioning, measurements, center of gravity, inertia calculations. We can bring those dimensions on the web interface itself. You don't require a CAD application to do all this. You just need a web user interface and a base platform user on 3D experience platform to do all these design reviews. So I'll just show one small example on this. In this case, the user has created 3 slides of design review, wherein he'll be able to highlight the basic dimensions, and he is able to do the sectioning effectively and store that as well. You can do sectioning and you can make use of views and you can create as many views as possible, and you can measure that. You can also comment on that. You can do annotations also on this. So now we don't require a CAD application to do this. Earlier we were using space analysis tools, digital mockup tools, DM Navigator and all. But here in this case, when you move to digital experience platform, using the digitalized data, we can do all the sectioning measurements and center of gravity calculations on the web interface itself. So this is the power of the platform in terms of digital continuity. First and foremost thing is make use of your existing CAD data, bring that onto 3D Experience platform, save it, and then open that on the web user interface. Then you can run through this, digital validations on the smartphone itself. Smartphone, or it could be iPad or tablet or any laptop or workstation, irrespective of any device, anywhere, anytime, we can do these simple digital validations online. Then managing the maturity levels. Obviously, for every design data, there will be a workflow life cycle, I would say, a workflow process in which it has to go through the changes, or it could be ECR or ECO, change order or change request or change order. So the platform base user itself will allow you to enable these changes, and we can clearly see how the workflow process is inbuilt into the system. That means that the life cycle process of a given assembly can be controlled, and we can do locking and unlocking. As you can see in the screen, we have 5 different stages, starting from work in progress to frozen, released, and then obsolete. So we can make use of a default workflow process or your own workflow process. We can set that, and then we can move this particular component or assembly through this life cycle process. And this change of maturity levels can be managed and controlled through any device. And suppose if it is moving from, say, engineer to designer to a manager can either approve your design or he can reject your design instantly through mobile, through smartphone, or through laptop or iPad, whatever. So that's very much possible today because we are able to digitalize the data. So in this case, we are seeing the 2 components which are going for the next status in the life cycle. Similarly, we can also go for new revisions. On the left side, you see product structure editor. You can see the complete product structure highlighting each and every component of the assembly. And then you can also make use of small sub-assemblies or a portion of this assembly which can go for revision. In the sense, if you are going to make use of the same data for the new project, you can do versioning or revision from the product structure editor itself. So the life cycle processes, managing the maturity levels, and then doing the design validation, volume queries, all these things are happening on the web user interface itself. You do not require a CAD environment to do this. You do not require a separate PLM environment to do this. Everything is coming as a part of the platform user itself. Then finally, I will also show how existing CATIA V5 users, they can make use of the XCAD management. That is, the CATIA V5 can be directly connected to 3D Experience platform using CATIA V5 connector, and then they can push entire CATIA V5 data onto the 3D Experience database. So we can also create revisions, unlocking and locking. We can do the background saves. We can create new revisions. We can rename the files, and we can also store this and on the 3D Experience database. So it's a direct connectivity from CATIA. We can also do with NX. We can do with Creo. We can do with Autodesk. You don't have to come out of your existing application, but you are just simply making use of the connector or plugin to connect with 3D Experience platform, and then saving that entire data, digitalized data, onto the database. The same data can be utilized for further downstream processes as well. So 3D Experience platform is for the enterprise. We have XCAD connectors for all which are highlighted: SolidWorks, Creo, NX, AutoCAD, Inventor, even Altium, and then Mentor Graphics, so on. So we of course even analysis applications as well, as I had shown in the architecture in the previous slides. And apart from that, it is not just about integration of XCAD. We can also take care of the projects. We can do program management. We can create work breakdown structures, task creations, task management. We can ensure APQP processes through the program management. We can also do quality and audit checks. So we have different roles available on 3D Experience platform to extend this digital connectivity. So it can also connect to procurement process, requirement management. It can also get connected to product manager as well. So, and this is also extended to manufacturing. If you want to connect with the process planner or robotics engineer, or even with the plant layout with shop floor engineer, we can definitely do that. Based on the roles that you choose on the 3D Experience platform, we can connect all the stakeholders in the organization, be it engineering process or manufacturing process or quality, audit or compliance, and further regulations and standards. So this is the beauty of the platform which is provided by Dassault Systems, and you can make use of some of the roles which are really coming at cost-effective prices today in the market. You can definitely benefit from that. Similarly, I'll just show you one rapid collaboration a case study using the same digital experience platform. In this case, the user is trying to do the modifications based on the decision maker who has given the inputs.
Let's see how the 3D Experience platform transforms Oscar employees Carol, Kieran, and Jacques into collaborative industry innovators, accelerating the development process of the drones. Carol, Oscar's CEO, can check at any time and from anywhere the current state of the Silverbird drone design. The power of 3D communicates to all what the product will look like, revealing potential issues earlier in the development process. In a few seconds, Carol expresses her concerns, triggering an end-to-end resolution process. Kieran is notified and immediately understands Carol's concern. He performs a deeper study of the problem. He shares his analysis and recommendation with 3D Markup. Based on this study, the decision is made to change the design. Jacques is notified, and based on his backlog priorities, decides to work on this right away. Jacques is now done and simply triggers the next stage of the change process. Kieran reviews the design changes. He verifies his recommendations were followed using powerful data analysis experiences. Great work, Jacques. Kieran approves the change. Automatically, Carol is informed that the issue is now fixed. This kind of fast collaboration loop enables collaborative industry innovators to execute distributed and agile industrial processes, scaling from startups to very large enterprises.
So in this example, you are able to clearly see like a non-CAD user is trying to perform, trying to create a change request through a smartphone, right? So through a smartphone, she is able to send across the details and say something at a specific location of the drone, a camera is not properly fitted. So it goes to the product manager, and product manager reviews that, and then he affects the changes. He will ask the designer to modify those changes through a change order request. And then finally, once it is updated and properly fit, the process is highlighted back to the decision maker who has initiated this process. So this all, if you see in this particular entire exercise, we have made use of smartphone to start the process, and we have reviewed this entire change request through a Lenovo tab, and then finally the engineer made use of laptop or workstation to make the changes, and same thing is reflected all across the devices from anywhere, from any location, in an instant way. So that's the power of collaboration, a design collaboration that can be perceived through digital experience platform that we are offering. So this is one example which I wanted to highlight to showcase the power of design collaboration using the digital, making use of the digital continuity. So first and foremost thing is to connect your CAD applications and then digitalize your data, make use of digitalized data through multiple devices and multiple locations, from any location, from anywhere, using the same web interface on digital experience platform. So this is the summary that I would like to give. And moving forward, we have come up with very special value offerings in 2 levels. Those who want to really check this kind of design collaboration and with the digital continuity, we have come up with a very special package, which is just as effective cost as 30,000 for 3 months. You can make use of this offer, which is available till June, and then you can buy 3 or 4 roles along with this offer, and really check this design collaboration with digital continuity. So today we are offering for the existing CATIA V5 users, we are offering at least 4 roles. So you can buy mechanical designer like MD2, HD2s, which are available on 3D Experience platform. Everything at the rate of 30,000. That is a very effective offer only during these unprecedented times, which is available, which is typically costing around 8 to 10 lakhs. But we are giving this offer of 30,000 only during this time, because we understand your businesses very well, and everyone is impacted. We are also impacted in the same fashion. So looking at that, this is a special offer which has been given and which is already being made utilized by many of our customers. Already they have started taking this offer, because you get a minimum of 4 roles along with the base user platform, which we can make use of for design collaboration. You can also make use of CAD application in this mechanical designer, which includes sketcher, part design, assembly design, drafting, and surfacing. You can also make use of those applications along with design collaboration on a web interface, and then you can digitalize your data and test how the environment works for you. We are providing this particular offer only for this month, and this will be available. This is a 3 months license which we are providing as a part of this offer. So those who are looking forward to this kind of offer for 30,000 for 3 months of license, having 4 roles in place, kindly message yourself, I need this offer. We'll be very much keen to connect with you. So am I clear on that? And similarly, we are also providing specific offers for the people who are already having CATIA V5 install base. We are providing digital transformation through specific packages. Those who would like to transform themselves from V5 to 3D experience, for them also we have a special offer which is available at this point of time. So even for those startups who are looking forward to connect on digital experience platform, we have all these roles cutting across multiple brands. That is CATIA mechanical designer, function driven additive manufacturing, electrical wiring harness, then high advanced surfacing. Then we also have similar structural roles, that is analysis roles, structural engineer, designer. You can make use of at least any 4 roles from these diagrams, and these 4 roles along with the base user package is available at 30,000 for 3 months. That means you are paying hardly 10,000 rupees per month for this entire package. So those who are in need of this, those who are looking forward to this offer, kindly type I need this offer. We will definitely connect you soon after this session. And we have already connected many customers across India, and we have given this more than for more than 20 customers already. And since this is a limited period offer, you can kindly avail that with immediate effect, I would say, because this is available only for June. And the license will be applicable for 3 months. And in these 3 months, you can make use of these roles. You can understand how a digital experience platform works, how to digitalize your existing data, and how to connect your CAD applications with the 3D experience platform. And also how you can also get trained on these roles for 3 months, because we are offering online training material companion along with these roles only for this offer for this next 3 months. That is, offer is valid till June, and it will be expiring before June. You can definitely make use of this, and you can have 3 months license either for trainings or for understanding the digital experience platform, or to do design collaboration with existing CAD packages that you have. Kindly make use of this, and we would be very keen to see your messages looking for such kind of offer. Even for the people who are on CATIA V5, we are providing exclusive packages. If they really want to migrate to CATIA 3D experience, there is a migration offer which is available, which we have already given it to few customers who would like to migrate to 3D experience projects. They can also make use this offer in terms of CAD MSc or CAD MWE, that is CATIA Mechanical Engineering Excellence packages. And also we have 3D experience roles on mechanical and shape excellence designer package platform. So I look forward to your questions. If you have any, if you require any clarifications, I'll be very open to that. And those who are in need of this particular offer, which is coming for 30,000, even for the startups or existing customers, we are very much open to connect with them. And yes, we can definitely prove the cost-effective package for you. Yeah, there are some questions coming. I'm using SolidWorks software. Will this offer cover this as well? Yes, definitely. You can make use of this offer. And SolidWorks is also very much integrated with 3D Experience platform by default, because it is coming from Dassault Systems. Individual also can buy. We can check with your credentials, and we can definitely provide you this 3 months package. This is a 3 months license which will expire by default after the 3 months, and it has got on training material as well, companion which we'll be providing. You can make use of that for your individual training purpose, or to understand digital experience platform, or to make use of that for your existing projects. It is very much available on cloud. So we are not providing any certificates because this is a corporate license that we are providing. We are only providing the because we want to enable all the users to go for training themselves. It's a self-training, but we will be providing the online access for you for 3 months. You can make use of that and learn some of these packages, be it mechanical designer or electrical wiring harness designer, or it could be additive manufacturing engineer, or it could be even structural simulation engineer. You can definitely make use of the training materials to train yourself for these 3 months. We are not providing any certificates because this is directly coming from Dassault Systems. Any other questions do you have? Those who are interested, kindly highlight that. You can just type in the message, I need this offer. We will definitely connect you back in by today or tomorrow. So we have also given this package to many of our customers already. If you see, for the last 3 weeks, we have given it to more than 20 customers who are very much interested. It is the moment you purchase, that is the start date. That is the start date from which you will count the 3 months. So it is not just the offer is valid till 30th. Before 30th, you need to buy this offer, and the license will continue from the start date of purchase. Am I clear on that? Thank you. Any other questions you have? So you have World AutoCAD license as well. Can you take this offer? Yes, as a startup, you can definitely make use of this offer. You can bring in all your AutoCAD data into this platform and see how it works. And it is very much possible. You can definitely connect us, Sujit. Yeah, our marketing team, Debjyoti, will be sending the offer through mail as well. You can go through that offer and then come back to us. See, after 3 months, we are actually extending only for another 3 months max. But again, the cost will vary. Instead of 30,000, for the next 3 months, the cost will be 45,000. And beyond 6 months, this offer will cease to exist. And if you are looking for perpetual license, you can go for the regular cost, whatever that Dassault offers. At this point of time, you have this offer validity before June. Once you purchase, it is coming for 30,000 with 4 roles along with the base platform user. That is, you can choose any of these 4 roles which I have highlighted in the presentation. And then any of these 4 roles you can choose, and then you can go for purchase. And if you want to extend by another 3 months, for those people who bought this package, who are who are going to buy this package in this next 10 days or 15 days max, they will be eligible to continue this license for another 3 months for 45,000. Hope I'm clear on the offer perspective. So we will send you the details of the offer to each and every one of you. You can take your decision, because since this is a limited period offer, you will not be able to extend further as well, because it has to be taken before June to get that. See, as I said, the typical cost of the license for 3 months for 4 roles is around 8 to 10 lakhs. It is varying between the role. It is based on the roles that you choose. Suppose if you are choosing mechanical designer, electrical 3D systems designer, and say creative designer, along with that you are using PCS, that itself will cost you around 8 lakhs for 3 months. But since this is a limited period offer, you can definitely make use of that. And then it is only like one time, I would say, because we are in the unprecedented times. We are in very unusual times, I would say, COVID-19 times. This offer is only valid till June. So one base license, first one base will not be counted in unit. See, like you are actually purchasing the collaborative business innovator license, PCS. Along with that, you are choosing 4 roles. these 4 roles will come along with one user. If you want to buy additional users, you can definitely do that. You can count till 10 users. In the sense, maximum you can go for 10 users into 30,000. That is 3 lakhs. That's the maximum that you can go for. There is a limitation on the upper limit as well. So you can choose 1 user or 2 users. It's like at a simultaneously only 1 user can access the application. If you want 3 to 4 users to access the application simultaneously, you need to buy 3 or 4 users. So each user is 30,000. Am I clear? So if you have any questions further, because you are actually purchasing the base unit and additional roles are coming along with it. The base unit is 30,000 PCS. On top of that, we are providing 4 additional roles free of cost. Yeah, Enovia is the base user. Enovia PCS is the base user for platform. On top of that, you are choosing additional roles of CATIA, Delmia, or Simulia based on the requirements that you have, based on the interest you have. Yeah, PCS is the base diagram for which you are paying 30,000, and we are offering additional 4 roles free of cost along with it. So we'll be very glad to know from you. If somebody is interested, kindly type "I need this offer." We will definitely connect you in no time. And for all the people who have attended, we'll be sending this particular package offer through a mailer, and you can respond back to that mail in a couple of days. Thank you very much for all of you for attending this session. I hope this session is useful because the intention is the purpose of the session is that how to digitalize your existing CAD data and get into digital platform and digital connectivity. So someone has asked my company, there are 3 designers, how many roles or users I need to purchase? See, you can choose 3 roles, that is 3 PCS users. Along with that, you can take additional 4 roles each. Suppose you are taking 4 roles on one PCS, another 4 roles on another PCS. So you are going to purchase, you want all the 3 users to simultaneously make use of this platform. You will be paying 90,000 for 3 users, and then you will also choose what are the roles specific to that user. So someone is interested in mechanical designer, someone is interested in electrical systems designer, like that. So those 4 additional roles they can choose from the based on their interest. So I'll be sharing this document to all the attendees who have attended this presentation, and definitely I'll be very open to your questions, and I'll be sharing this in the PDF format and also the offer. So typically we are actually selling the role belonging to multiple brands. It could be CATIA or Simulia or Delmia, but whatever we are selling is a role. Each role consists of a package. Suppose if you take mechanical designer, it consists of part design, assembly design, drafting, surfacing, and all the base functionalities of that role. 4 roles of 4 brands, it is very much possible. You can definitely take that because you are only purchasing the basic PCS. On top of that, you are eligible to choose 4 different roles from 4 brands. Very much possible. Definitely, I'll be sharing the deck of the description of each role, and I will be highlighting that in a small presentation I'll be sending across to you today. So we are running out of time. I'll be closing this webinar because I need to continue further. Definitely, I'll take your questions offline. Those who are very much interested, kindly type "I need this offer." We will come and connect you immediately. And I just wanted to highlight further as a summary. You can see the 4 we have given the context. I'm Sri Kumar. I take care of technical support, and we have Raghu Prasad, National Manager of Marketing. You can send a mail to either me or Raghu, or even our National Vice President Sales, Ganesh, who is in charge of complete sales operations. And you can make use of this contact. You can send your mail. We can respond back to you immediately. Thank you all. Thank you one and all for your time, and kindly make use of this offer before it expires. it is definitely worth purchasing 8 to 10 lakhs, I would say, which is coming at 30,000. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Bye.